The Kirk Cousins era begins in Minnesota. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Minnesota Vikings.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 50. Garoppolo to throw on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down here up at about... Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still can.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more pass. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. Garoppolo again. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 20.
Jerick McKinnon used to be on the Vikings, so that's actually kind of funny.
Garoppolo Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And partner, this first week, this first game.
It looks like we don't know who's going to win. It's probably going to be the Packers since they're on offense.
On second down, it's Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
It's like a 6.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So apparently the bank is open, and fortunate for them as it gives them a fourth quarter lead.
And you talk about being fortunate. Fortune was definitely on their side there. I think 9 times out of 10, this ball hits the bar and comes right down. But he manages to put a little English on it, and he gets it to go.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So I don't know who to root for this matchup because they're both in the NFC North. But I'm going to say the Bears, bro.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Listen, I see ratings are.
And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT.
Does it go for the field goal or the touchdown?
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
This scary-ass game, bro.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Imagine he misses it, and then it's a short field goal.
And this one is right through. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Tell you who wins in overtime. Oh, you guys have to watch this whole time. I'm just kidding.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Like this is currently
2nd and 10 now from the 35.
And plus, I lost my voice.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense that got 2 timeouts maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea, and try and get themselves settled, because we're in OT. This is big time.
And there's ball head.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Why didn't we throw it to the guy?
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Get to the football. It's blocked.
And while we're still getting used to these new overtime rules, we still know that those 3 points would have been critical. What a big-time block right there.
Boy, it would have been huge. Now a field goal on the other end, and this one's all over.
It changes the math, doesn't it? It changes the thinking, and it changes the whole mindset of this game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Give him 30 yards there. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a third down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,
But
I
yeah,
got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to
game. Guys, it kind of looks like the Jets are going to win this game.
Bridgewater to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here come the Lions now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, we got
caught on the right side by Jones. Still fighting for more. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Back to throw. The completion to Riddick. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
All the clips just got.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
I like predictions.
He's back to throw.
Vikings are at 12 and 4.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
No.
They took their shot from the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
9 and 7 Bears and 7
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
World Lions.
And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Almost best game was the
And
Bears.
partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep.